Yeah, they're ready to go. They gave you the thumbs up.
Yeah, the thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, look, I mean, first and foremost, great atmosphere to play in. Congratulations to Perth and getting that first win. I thought from us, we'll take a lot from that game. Some of the things that potentially had been challenges for us previously, I thought we did a great job of navigating as a team today. I thought we really stuck together and hung tough when we needed to. We made some runs late in the game, made some adjustments. The group did a great job of doing those things. Won the rebound count, which certainly is only going to help us. I think the things for me, I'm a little stumped just by the disparity in foul shot attempts. You know, you look at the numbers there, 32 to 14. We weren't going to the paint or getting, you know, we were penetrating, getting feet in the paint, getting post touches just as much as the Lynx. So I'm just not sure, and certainly from my perspective, I really would like some clarity from our officials, and I know they'll give it. They were good with dialogue for the most part of the game, but for me to be able to coach the team and give them the feedback they need to make adjustments, I'm going to need some clarity on those things, because I just don't think that's conducive of, you know, it's frustrating and hard to give answers to the team on things when I just don't know how we get trips to the foul line. No, our group doesn't have residual frustration from certain parts of the game. I still thought we did a good job of sticking to our game plan. But yeah, certainly, I mean, the foul situation was something we spoke about within the game. It wasn't something that plagued our minds throughout the game. It was just an observation that I'd made throughout the game. So again, you asked for my thoughts, and that's what I gave you.
Yeah, look, I'm really proud of the group, the way the resiliency they showed. You know, Perth goes on runs. It takes them, you know, 90 seconds to put, you know, 9 points on you. Their 3-point shooting. So I think from my perspective, having, you know, a lot of debutantes in finals playing on the road, I was really, really proud of the group and how they showed up. And I think probably looking at being probably better communication, I would say. I think we got a bit quiet both on offense and defense, and that's something you can control, and so it's pouring more energy into each other when things aren't going necessarily as easily as you'd like. But, you know, Perth changed up a ton of stuff. They were throwing a lot of stuff at us, and I'm really proud of the way the group continued to grind it out and, you know, made it competitive the entire game.
We can still hear you, Craig. We can still hear
you. They can't hear me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, I think much the same. I mean, Izzy played her absolute heart out in her first finals game, and you know, she had a lot of different responsibilities at different times, you know, and her to be able to chip in with the rebounding, scoring, assists. I mean, she's an incredibly talented player. We know that. That's why she was crowned MVP. She really showed out today, and I think probably for us, and I know, Craig, sorry, you asked me this before, and I didn't. I probably should have added this to my summary, is that in order for us to, KG just spoke about communication on defense before. It's an area we can obviously tidy up at different times, because we probably put her in some different situations where we could have been better. And I think, again, the other part for us is just that foul discipline. And again, you're bringing in a group of debutantes, first final series, a bit of nerves. You're going to have to give them time to navigate it. But now they've had a taste of it. Now they know what it's about. And we certainly know that we can make improvements in some areas. So we're really looking forward to turning that around and making adjustments for Game 2. Yeah, I mean, Casey, one thing you never have to worry about Casey is everything's going to be done with effort and her best. And, I think the first shot she got, it's probably what we've come to expect with Casey. I expected it to go in, and I'm not saying it was a bad shot because she made it or missed it. It was a great shot, irrespective of whether it went down. So, the energy, the rebounding, her physical prowess, she'll compete for rebounds and hustle plays. And so, again, for someone who's been sitting and watching basketball for an entire season now, to be able to come out and play with that energy certainly fills me with a lot of hope, but also the sense of being really proud that for her to have to get to this point, she's had to jump through and over a lot of hurdles, through a lot of hoops and over a lot of hurdles. So, again, we've got another couple of days to turn this around and continue to fill her with confidence so she can be even more prepared for game 2. Yep, well, that's certainly what we expect to do. We're hoping that the Bendigo community and our supporters will show out, and they have. They've been great all season long, and certainly, incredibly proud of Meg and Polly and Kelsey Rees. This is their first final, and so for them to be able to come out, Izzy the same. I know we've already spoken about Izzy. For them to come out and produce at that level, that's tough, but at the same time, I credit that to our leadership and how they've prepared them and how they've steadied them and been able to counsel and give them, an incredible amount of mentorship throughout this season so that they have been ready for these moments. So, again, I'm really looking forward to game 2. Yeah, nah. It's a great question, Sammy. For us, again, we'll focus on the things that we can focus on. First and foremost, the players need to, lock into their recovery, which they'll go and do very shortly. Yeah, nah. It's a great question, Sammy. For us, again, we'll focus on the things that we can focus on. First and foremost, the players need to, lock into their recovery, which they'll go and do very shortly. Us coaches will turn around with review and film, and that's our job to be able to start providing some feedback to the players. Video, the normal stuff, no different to how we've played in any other situation where we've come off a win or a loss. We follow the same process, so we'll certainly be doing that and just making some smaller adjustments again as to where we can be better and make improvements. Yeah, I mean, again, her defense, her ball pressure, her ability to get on the rim, her ability to shoot the ball. She gave us rebounds. There's nothing that Abby can't do. She's an incredibly talented player. KG's spoken about how underrated she is, but she really, really came up tough for us today. So the great thing about Abby is that she'll bring that again. That's just she's consistency as far as those areas of effort. So looking forward to again, providing her with some feedback so we can continue to get better for the next game. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.